Motivation is a mood. Discipline is a decision. You won't feel like it every day, but you'll do it anyway. That's how you win. Not sometimes. Not when it's easy. Every damn day. Some days, motivation will blaze through you like a wildfire. You'll wake up with that fire burning in your chest, ready to conquer the world, to crush every goal, to dominate every challenge. Those days feel unstoppably. Nothing can hold you back, like the universe itself bends to your will. But here's the brutal truth. Those days don't last. Motivation is a flame that flickers, weakens, and sometimes disappears altogether. Then there are the days when you feel empty, when the fire inside feels like ash, when you wake up exhausted, uninspired, weighed down by doubt and fatigue. Those days feel impossible. They feel like defeat waiting to happen. Like the mountain is too high, the fight too tough, the dream too far away. And on those days, motivation abandons you. It doesn't show up. It doesn't whisper in your ear. It leaves you standing alone, facing the grind without any spark lighting your way. This is where discipline steps in. Discipline doesn't ask how you feel. It doesn't care if you're tired, broken, or scared. Discipline doesn't negotiate or make excuses. It simply demands one thing: show up. Discipline is the quiet force that keeps moving when motivation fades. It's the relentless engine that powers you through the darkest hours. It's the muscle built from habit, not to motion. It's the choice to keep fighting when the easy path is to quit. You see, motivation is a visitor, sometimes welcome, sometimes fleeting. Discipline is your foundation, solid, unshakable, and always there. When motivation dies, discipline takes over. When the fire burns low, discipline keeps you going. This battle isn't about feeling ready or inspired every single day. It's about commitment. It's about showing up, grinding, and putting in the work regardless of mood or mindset. You don't wait for motivation to strike before you act. You act, and in doing so, you build the discipline that sustains you through every high and every low. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your reality. It turns dreams into plans and plans into results. It's the force that makes winners out of those who refuse to quit. So, don't rely on motivation alone. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect feeling. That moment might never come. Instead, cultivate discipline. Make it your unbreakable habit, your daily ritual, because at the end of the day, discipline is what separates those who dream from those who do. It's easy to ride the wave when motivation is high. The real challenge, the real growth, comes when you push forward without it. Show up on the days you don't want to. Do the work when your heart says no. Move forward even when you feel empty. That's how champions are made. That's how legacies are built. That's how you win when no one's watching. Discipline doesn't ask if you're ready, it demands you are. So, be ready anyway. Show up anyway. Keep grinding anyway. Because motivation fades, but discipline stays. And that makes all the difference. Every time your mind whispers, "Not today," there's a battle happening inside. That quiet voice of doubt, fatigue, and excuses tries to pull you down, to convince you to stay put, to settle for less. It's subtle, sneaky, and persistent. It's the enemy that hides behind comfort and fear, trying to convince you that today isn't the day to push, to fight, to grow. But discipline isn't quiet. Discipline doesn't whisper. It roars when your mind says, "Not today." Discipline shouts back, "We move regardless." Discipline is more than just a habit. It's armor. It's the shield you wear against every excuse, every hesitation, every moment of weakness. It blocks the doubts that try to seep in and break your resolve. It's the force field that stands between you and the endless parade of reasons why you shouldn't try, why you can't succeed, why giving up seems easier. Without discipline, your goals are vulnerably exposed to every attack of laziness, fear, and distraction. But with it, you're fortified. You're ready. You're unstoppable. Discipline is the gatekeeper to greatness. It doesn't open for feelings or moods. It only opens for action, consistent, relentless, and unwavering action. You may feel tired, overwhelmed, or discouraged. That's normal. But discipline demands that you move anyway. Because every step forward, no matter how small, chips away at weakness and builds strength. This isn't about grand gestures or perfect days. It's about showing up day after day, in spite of the voice that says, "Not today." It's about training your mind to fight back, to resist, to roar louder than the excuses. When you put on the armor of discipline, you stop being a prisoner to your emotions. You become a warrior in your own life, story commanding your actions, conquering your fears, and carving a path to success. So next time your mind tries to hold you back, remember discipline isn't polite. It's fierce, it's bold. It's the roar that drowns out doubt. Suit up, stand tall, and move regardless. Because discipline is the armor that makes greatness possible. Comfort is a liar. It seduces you with ease, whispers promises of rest, and tells you that now is the time to pause. But that moment you choose comfort over consistency, you lose ground. Not just a little, but a battlefield's worth of progress, strength, and potential. Comfort is the enemy standing right in your path, disguised as peace. It tempts you to take the easy way, to skip the hard sets, to silence the voice inside pushing you to do more. It's the subtle thief stealing your dreams while you're distracted by momentary relief. Discipline, on the other hand, isn't comfortable. It's far from easy. It demands sacrifice, sweat, and persistence when every fiber of your being screams to quit. Discipline is the weapon you wield against comfort's lies. It's the grind that keeps you moving when rest feels sweeter than. Progress. Growth doesn't live in comfort zones. It lives in the reps you don't want to do. It lives in the early mornings when the world sleeps, in the late nights when your body aches, and in the relentless pursuit of better when giving up feels tempting. Every time you pick discipline over ease, you're reclaiming your power. You're showing up for yourself when no one else will. You're building armor made of habits, resolve, and grit. Comfort asks you to settle. Discipline demands you rise. It's in those uncomfortable moments, the ones you want to run from, that your true strength is forged. That's where the fire burns hottest. So when you feel the urge to quit, to skip the grind, to rest just a little longer, remember, comfort is the enemy, and discipline is the weapon. Choose the weapon. Choose to fight. Choose to grow, because that's how you win. The grind doesn't care about your mood. It doesn't pause because you're tired, stressed, or feeling down. It doesn't wait for the perfect moment when life is easier or when motivation floods back in. The grind moves forward whether you're ready or not, because progress isn't tied to how you feel, it's tied to what you do. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who do. It's the unwavering force that pushes champions through rain, fatigue, and the unfair punches life throws at them. You might wake up with a heavy heart, a restless mind, or aching muscles. You might want to stay in bed, hit snooze, or call it quits. But discipline doesn't listen to excuses, it answers the call no matter what. Champions don't wait for perfect conditions or ideal feelings. They train their body, mind, and soul to move on command. Show up. They understand that greatness is built in moments when you don't feel like it. When the world says no, they say yes. When pain whispers quit, they roar fight. Discipline is the muscle you build to withstand life's storms, the engine that keeps running when motivation runs dry. It's the habit of showing up over and over again. Regardless of the weather, inside or outside, you don't control how life hits you, but you control how you respond. And the grind rewards those who refuse to stop. So the next time you feel like folding, remember, the grind doesn't wait for your mood. It marches forward, relentless and unforgiving. Will you move with it? Will you answer the call? Because champions do. They show up every time. Greatness isn't built in a single moment. It's not a lightning strike or an instant transformation. It's quieter, slower, and more relentless than that. It's the sum of 1,000 small choices you make every single day. Choices that no one sees but that stack up, brick by brick, building something unbreakable inside you. Every day you decide to take action. No matter how small, you're forging strength that lasts far beyond the moment. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up, even when the weight of life feels crushing. Even when your body aches and your mind begs for rest. Consistency is your greatest weapon. It's the daily grind, the repetition of effort, the refusal to quit that builds power deeper than any single burst of motivation ever could. Especially when it's hard, that's when the real work happens. When distractions scream louder. When pain whispers to stop. When your doubts threaten to take over. That's when daily action is most important. Because it proves your commitment. It cements your discipline. It tells the world, and most importantly, yourself, that you are here to win, no matter what. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. You need to fight for that next rep, that next step, that next minute of effort. Each choice, each action, each day adds up. It creates a momentum so powerful that giving up becomes impossible. Strength becomes eternal. When it's built in the small moments, the ones no one sees but you. So stop waiting for the perfect time, the perfect mood, or the perfect feeling. Start where you are. Take that next action, because greatness isn't made in moments, it's made in daily decisions. And those decisions, they build eternal strength. If this message fired you up and you're ready to keep pushing beyond limits, then don't miss what's coming next. Hit that subscribe button and join the journey, because here, we don't just talk about greatness, we build it day by day. Subscribe now and become part of a community that refuses to settle. Your grind deserves that kind of company. Let's rise together.